What's up, guys? It's a week today. Super happy. I pushed up to 7K. That's top 2200, and there's 5 days left. And so that means that with 5 days left, there's a lot of tryhards where I'm at right now. So we're gonna go over some of the matchups that kind of led up to this. And my 7K matchup, which was actually against Expo. He's at 7,203 now. It's kind of making me want to push. But we're gonna watch the first one. Alright, so he's gonna go Expo first play. And so I make a 1 elixir trade for that. And just drop the bowler. And looking at his cycle, he doesn't really have anything. So right here, this is an important play. I decided to graveyard because I knew he was going to try and activate with my bowler. And so I was not going to let that happen. Because he knows I have graveyard. So right here, I know I'm up elixir, so I Inferno Dragon high. And I know he has to deal with that. I'm holding the tornado so I can maybe tornado that Ice was away. But I'm glad I didn't. It just would have been overcommitment. So I'm going to E-Wiz just down low. And then I kind of predict him right here. I know he wants a Ice Wiz to kind of stay alive probably. Or he wants to build an Expo push. So he goes all out right here. And he was kind of tilting at the time of this. I'm not too sure what he was doing. So I go in for a graveyard right here, knowing that he just uses Ice Wiz, that, and I have an Electro Wizard and an Ice Wiz up. I freeze last second, the Ice Wiz stays alive, and 2 skeletons get a couple hits. Super good encounter for me. And right there, that, if I can just defend for a minute and 23 seconds, I can basically win. And I kind of make a bad play here. And I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna show what I would have done differently. So right here, I would have actually, instead of that bowler placement, I would have placed the bowler 2 tiles to the left of the Tesla on my side of the arena, right below the river, because then it would have splashed the Tesla and the Expo. But I don't know if that would have been a better play. I don't. Yeah, it definitely would have been actually. So that was a mistake on my part. Yeah, so that was definitely a mistake on my part, and so I just Valk right here, and then I know that he's gonna protect it, that Expo, so I just tornado everything back, and I actually got the skeletons. He dropped skeletons from my Inferno Dragon, and I actually got the skeletons as well. I wasn't trying to get the skeletons, but I got super lucky right there, and then he rockets my tower, and so that's game. We're going to jump into another one of the harder matchups that I faced. Okay, so this one wasn't hard, but this was with Tombstone. I beat this guy. So we'll watch this in double time because it's an easy matchup. Basically, you have a lot of answers for balloons, so there's just no way that balloon's ever going to break through. And if it does, then you can just tornado it to the King Tower. And if you see Ice Golem and Musketeer, always just poison the Musketeer because you know it's a poison value. So right there, I do the play I'm talking about. Tornado that to my King Tower. So he shows me that he has Bomb Tower. Super good for me because Bomb Tower is really bad. In my opinion, I think it's one of the worst. So he can't really go same lane as us because then I can just poison his Musketeer every time. Unless he wants to always drop it high, which he doesn't really want to do that. So he goes Balloon in the back here. I've never seen a Balloon Cycle player do that before. And then he goes to try and take out the Tombstone. Not too sure. Not really good play. Not really well played, but I mean I hard counter him, so I don't blame him for trying something different at least. I'm just gonna Tombstone and actually let that let it lock on because I can tornado at last second and it's not gonna get any damage. like I said, this is such a bad matchup for him that there's just nothing he can do. Um, yeah, there's really nothing he can do here. Just poison the Musketeer. Um, I'm almost like thinking about switching lanes at this point. Yeah, so right there, he can't block because he just used his Ice Golem, and I was kind of waiting for him to use that Ice Golem. And so he had no Bomb Tower either, so that was kind of like a failed defense. I bar barreled and missed. I thought he would. I'm not too sure why he kept trying to take out the Tombstone with a Miner. So I'm just going to go in with another Valkyrie Graveyard. He defends pretty well there. Just going to Tornado that to kill the Musketeer that was still alive. Now I'm just going to go in again. And we actually win at the same time as him. And yeah, there was just nothing he could do. Because that Valkyrie stayed alive and had so much health. And so... So this is a hard matchup that I hear a lot of people talking about. They're always asking me, like, how do you beat Pekka Bridge Spam with the Bowler Freeze version of Graveyard? So this is a hard matchup, like, for sure, in my opinion. This is, like, if I had to guess, like, on Royal API, like, I'd say around, like, 65 to, like, 35? I don't know. It might even be, like, just 60-40. So, I don't know. But I know it's definitely in their favor if they play well. Okay, so right here he goes Pekka in the back, and this is a really, really important play. Okay, so when they go Pekka in the back like that, and you have a pretty much full health Valkyrie, you can drop the Inferno Dragon, and if you have enough, go in for the Graveyard, so the Graveyard will tank for the the Graveyard's gonna tank for the Pekka, so that the Pekka doesn't kill the Valkyrie. And then you can always freeze that last second because you know he's going to play Ewiz for the Inferno Dragon. And so, keeping that in mind, I know he's going to drop the Electro Wizard last second. So I'm just kind of saving up, and the Graveyard was tanking for my Pekka because he couldn't drop the Ewiz. And then right there, like, he has to make a choice of what he wants to zap, but he really can't zap the Inferno. So I'm going to just Ice Wiz high because I know the Inferno is going to, like, help kill it. So... and the Ice Wiz actually gets a shot, so not bad for me. Alright, so he goes Magic Archer in the back. And what do I do here? I think I just... Okay, yeah, I do Inferno. And so, just like again, yeah, so he did that, and so I kind of knew that he didn't have enough to really do anything. I knew he was low on Elixir, so I kind of just let that Pekka because I can always Ice Wiz, and like that's the thing about Graveyard decks is that like it's a control deck. You have so much control in the map. So right now I'm down by like a lot of Elixir, but you can see like how a super clean defense can just like win you the game. Like this is why I say this is such a hard matchup, because like right here I know he's gonna Ewiz, so I Inferno and then Baby Dragon. I tried to at least catch that. I get the perfect freeze off, but it's not gonna matter, and I knew he was gonna zap, so I pull it away just so it doesn't get that last hit. I'm gonna go in for a Graveyard right here, knowing that he doesn't have his Ewiz in cycles, so that Inferno Dragon's kind of annoying for him. And so yeah, he cycles to a Ewiz, but with that, he's gonna give me so much value right here that it's actually unreal. Like, that Magic Archer is just not gonna line up. There's just no way I'm gonna let it line up. I'm gonna protect this Bowler, and this Baby Dragon that's at like low health. And he should have Pekka'd right here for sure. Yeah, so he didn't calculate right. And he goes for the Fireball. And so we ended up winning. I BM'd him just because that's a hard counter, so sorry if that is annoying. I hard countered this guy and I lost. He's a good player. Well, I had a bad cycle too though. And then we'll watch one more. And this was at 6,930 versus a super weird deck that none of you guys will ever face. Yeah, I think he just goes zap. We're gonna fast forward. Okay. Because he goes Hogrider. We're just gonna easily tornado that to our king. And so interesting how he plays this. I wasn't gonna let that Goblin Gang get a bunch of damage. I'm not too sure if that was the right play on my part, but once again, this was a pretty good matchup for me, so right here, I know he doesn't have Hogrider back, so I'm just gonna leak a couple elixir and then drop the baby dragon just because, like, I knew that, like, when you get to higher trophies, it actually is better to leak elixir sometimes just because, like, if both of you guys, you don't know their deck and you're, like, testing the waters, basically, and so you always have to, like, always gotta just test it out and just see what they got. It's right there. I'm gonna get some free board damage. I'm okay with using that, using my tornado on offense, because I can always freeze his Hogrider, and I know that I haven't seen all his cards yet, so I know that I'm trying to be careful. I'm always going to be switching up how I change the defense to that Hogrider, whether I'm using Bowler or whatever it is. So yeah, he goes opposite lane, which is actually a really good play by him. So he's going to get 2 shots there. And I'm just going to Baby Dragon low on the opposite side. And I'm going to go in for a graveyard here just because I want to be able to defend with just my Inferno on the other side. And then I tornadoed his Goblin Gang. And he actually defended that super, super well. But then right here, the Inferno Dragon, once again, guys, like the Inferno Dragon is insane. So right here, it basically takes his entire tower. I don't even know what to say about that. Like, that's just, I just feel bad for him, honestly. And so he goes Goblin Gang at the bridge and just wastes his, like, best counter to graveyard. I wonder if I'm going to just graveyard into this Musketeer. No. I'm going to play it safe, and I'm just going to Ice Wiz down low. And then I'm going to go for a naked graveyard freeze right now. Or, nope, I'm going to let the Inferno cross first. Yeah, because I knew he would Goblin Gang, that's why, okay. And then bam, I got the E-Spirit, and that's game. Alright guys, thank you for watching the video. Wish me luck. I'll be pushing to the top 1,000 pretty soon. I'm going to do it like a couple days. I'm going to try and push to like the top like 600 and then see where I can go from there and if I can even do it. So wish me luck. Have a great day.